Knowing the most common GRE words can greatly increase your confidence as well as your score. The first word to know is anomaly. Anomaly is a noun, and it means something that is unusual or unexpected. The student's poor performance on the latest test was an anomaly since she had previously earned excellent grades. Aberration, abnormality, exception, oddity, and rarity are all synonyms. Equivocal is the second word. Equivocal means not easily understood or explained. Politicians have been known to provide equivocal answers to reporters' questions. Disputable, dubious, questionable, and ambiguous are all synonyms. Now, the opposite of this is also an adjective. Lucid means very clear and easy to understand. The lecture was lucid and straightforward, allowing the students to fully grasp the concepts presented. Intelligible, unambiguous, and comprehensible are all synonyms. Precipitate is the next word. This one's a verb. It means to cause something to happen quickly or suddenly. Unforeseen costs can precipitate a budget crisis. Synonyms include cause, trigger, instigate, and spark. Assuage is the fifth word. This is a verb and it means to make an unpleasant feeling less intense. A massage can assuage the soreness in your muscles. Relieve, ease, alleviate, soothe, mitigate, allay, palliate, abate, suppress, and subdue are all synonyms. Erudite is the sixth word. It means having or showing great knowledge. High school students often struggle with novels that are more erudite than they are entertaining. Scholarly, educated, knowledgeable, and intellectual are all synonyms. Our seventh word is opaque. Opaque is an adjective. It means not able to be seen through or not transparent. Medical jargon includes many opaque terms like macrosomic, which describes a newborn who weighs more than 4,000 grams. Non-transparent, obscure, and unclear are all synonyms. Prodigal is our next word. This is the eighth word. It's an adjective and it means wastefully extravagant. The prodigal prince bought lavish gifts and planned expensive events. Spendthrift, profligate, improvident, and imprudent are all synonyms. Our ninth word is enigma. Enigma is a noun. It's a person or thing that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand. Scientists continue to research cancer to solve the enigma of its primary cause, which will hopefully lead to a cure. Paradox, quandary, and riddle are all synonyms. Fervid's our next word. Fervid means intensely enthusiastic or passionate. The child showed a fervid fascination for superheroes, poring over comic books for hours. Synonyms include fervent, ardent, intense, and vehement. Our 11th word is placate. Placate's a verb. It means to make someone less angry or hostile. A parent may decide to placate a baby with a pacifier. Pacify, calm, appease, mollify, soothe, conciliate, and propitiate are all synonyms. Our next word is zeal. Zeal is a noun. It's a strong feeling of interest and enthusiasm that makes someone very eager or determined to do something. The great emperor's crusading zeal led him to conquer many lands. Synonyms include ardor, eagerness, earnestness, and fervor. Our 13th word is abstain. It means restrain oneself from doing or enjoying something. Doctors encourage their patients to abstain from smoking cigarettes. Refrain from, desist from, avoid, refuse, and decline are all synonyms. Our 14th word is audacious. Audacious has two meanings. It's either a willingness to take bold risks, which is a positive thing, or showing a lack of respect. The new CEO pursued audacious initiatives to save the company from bankruptcy. That's a good thing. The student's audacious remark earned her a seat in afternoon detention. Not as good. Daring and intrepid are good. Rude and disrespectful have a negative connotation. Desiccates our next word. This one is a verb. It means to remove the moisture from something. The heat and energy from the sun can desiccate even the most hardy plants. Dry and dehydrate are both synonyms. Our 16th word is gullible. This one's an adjective. It means easily persuaded to believe something. The gullible little boy gave his older sister all of his allowance because she told him she would buy a pony for him. Innocent, inexperienced, unsuspecting, and unsuspicious are all synonyms. Our 17th word is laudable. This one's an adjective. It means deserving praise and commendation. Providing affordable healthcare for all citizens is a laudable goal. Praiseworthy, commendable, admirable, worthy, and deserving are all synonyms. Pedant is our next word, and you may have heard the word pedantic, which is the adjective form of this. Pedant is a noun. It's a person who makes an excessive display of learning. Professor Blackwell, a well-known pedant, required his pre-med students to speak in Latin throughout the entire semester. Purist, perfectionist, formalist, and literalist are all synonyms. Vacillate is our 19th word. Vacillate means to waver between different opinions or actions. Undergraduate students often vacillate among various majors before deciding which degree to pursue. Fluctuate, sway, and oscillate are all synonyms. Adulterate is the next word. Adulterate means to make something impure or weaker by adding something of inferior quality. Many chefs use fresh produce and refuse to adulterate their dishes with canned ingredients. Synonyms include degrade, debase, spoil, taint, and contaminate. Our 21st word is capricious. Capricious is an adjective. It means given to sudden changes of mood or behavior. The capricious supervisor would hand out raises one day and fire his entire staff the next. Unpredictable, temperamental, erratic, and variable are all synonyms. Our 22nd word of this list is engender. This one's a verb. It means produce, cause, or give rise to something. Political debates can engender controversy regarding the subjects discussed. Generate, arouse, provoke, and trigger are all synonyms. Homogeneous is our next word. Homogeneous means of the same or similar kind. There are very few truly homogeneous cultures since social diversity is increasingly widespread. Alike, uniform, identical, consistent, and unvaried are all synonyms. Loquacious is our next word. Loquacious is the 24th word of this list. It means tending to talk a great deal. The loquacious professor was known for his 5-hour lectures. Talkative, communicative, and chatty are synonyms. Pragmatics, the next word. Pragmatic means dealing with the problems that exist in a reasonable and logical way instead of depending on theories. A pragmatic approach to legislation can be difficult given the complexities of politics. Synonyms include practical, sensible, and businesslike. Our 26th word is volatile. This is an adjective. It means likely to change rapidly and unpredictably. It is possible for a country's political climate to remain volatile for decades. Strained, fraught, inflammatory, and turbulent are synonyms. Apathy is our 27th word. Apathy is a lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. Political parties try to engage young voters who are more prone to apathy than older citizens. Indifference, dispassion, and emotionlessness are all synonyms. Corroboree is our 28th word. It means to confirm or make more certain. The scientist was able to corroborate his hypothesis with data gathered from multiple sources. Confirm, verify, endorse, ratify, and authenticate are all synonyms. Our 29th word is ephemeral. Ephemeral is an adjective, and it means lasting for a really short time. An ephemeral moment of victory may last mere seconds, but it can remain as a triumphant memory for decades. Transitory, transient, fleeting, momentary, and brief are synonyms. Laconic is our 30th word. Laconic is an adjective, and it means using few words. The student's laconic response suggested that she didn't know very much about the topic the professor was discussing. Brief, concise, terse, succinct, and short are synonyms. Mitigate's our next word. Mitigate is word 31. It means make less severe, serious, or painful. We want to mitigate students' GRE stress by offering helpful study tools. Alleviate, reduce, diminish, lessen, weaken, lighten, and attenuate are all synonyms. Propriety is our next word. This one is 32. It's the state or quality of being correct or proper. The students were instructed to behave with the utmost propriety while on their class field trip. Decorum, respectability, decency, and civility are synonyms. Advocate is our next word. Advocate as a verb means publicly recommend or support. The governor chose to advocate for a higher minimum wage rather than a tax incentive. Recommend, support, advise, and urge are synonyms. Cacophony is our 34th word. Cacophony means a harsh, unpleasant mixture of sounds. The cacophony of the middle school band warming up was nearly unbearable for the audience. Racket, noise, clamor, dissonance, and uproar are synonyms. Our 35th word is enervate. It means to cause someone or something to feel drained of energy or weaken. The boxer used a swift left uppercut to the jaw to enervate his opponent. Exhaust, tire, fatigue, and incapacitate are synonyms. Ingenuous is our next word. It means innocent and unsuspecting. The scam artist preyed on ingenuous nursing home residents. Synonyms include naive, simple, childlike, and unwary. Our 37th word is misanthrope. This is a noun. It's a person who dislikes all humankind. The neighborhood misanthrope surrounded his yard with barbed wire to keep people away. Pessimist, cynic, and naysayer are synonyms. Paradox is our 38th word. It's a statement that contradicts itself but might be true. The fact that the retired teacher claimed to hate all pets but adopted 7 cats is an intriguing paradox. Synonyms include dichotomy, incongruity, and contradiction. Venerate's our next word. It means regard with great respect. To venerate the fire chief's 40 years of service, the department held a special banquet. Revere, exalt, honor, respect, and esteem are all synonyms. Antipathy is our next word. Antipathy means a strong feeling of dislike. The students voiced their antipathy for homework very loudly. Animosity, enmity, bitterness, hostility, and rancor are synonyms. Our 41st word is deride. It means express contempt for or ridicule. The unreasonable supervisor was known to deride his employees on a daily basis. Ridicule, mock, and scorn are synonyms. Eulogy is our next word. This one's the 42nd word, and it's a speech that praises someone, typically someone who has recently died. The rabbi's eulogy was both heartfelt and inspiring. A good synonym for this one is tribute. Lethargic is an adjective. This one's our 43rd word. It means lacking energy. It is not uncommon to feel lethargic for weeks or even months after major surgery. Listless, inactive, slow, and lifeless are synonyms. Obdurate's our next word. This is the 44th word. It's stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion. The obdurate 3-year-old, no surprise, refused to eat any vegetables no matter how they were prepared. Obstinate, intransigent, and inflexible are all synonyms. Philanthropic's our next word. It means seeking to promote the welfare of others. The students were grateful to receive financial support from philanthropic organizations that promote education. Synonyms include charitable, generous, and benevolent. Waver is our 46th word. It's a verb. It means go back and forth between choices or opinions. Some citizens vote solely along party lines and never waver in their political decisions. Fluctuate, vacillate, and dither are synonyms for that one. Bolster is our 47th word. It means to support or strengthen. The prosecutor worked to find evidence that would bolster her case against the defendant. Reinforce, renew, fortify, and boost are synonyms for bolster. Dissonance is our 48th word. It means a lack of harmony or agreement. The school board's meeting lasted for hours due to the lengthy debate fueled by dissonance among opinions. Discord, discrepancy, disparity, and incongruity are synonyms for dissonance. Our 49th word is garrulous. Garrulous means excessively talkative. The garrulous hairstylist talked to each customer for hours at a time. Loquacious, verbose, and chatty are synonyms. Malleable is our 50th word. It means easily influenced or pliable. Children's moods are often malleable since children are greatly affected by their surroundings. Impressionable, compliant, and tractable are synonyms for malleable. Ostentation is our next word. It's an excessive display of wealth. Owning a mansion doesn't imply ostentation, but traveling exclusively by private jet certainly can. Synonyms include showiness, pretentiousness, and gaudiness. Our final word in this list is prevaricate. It's a verb that means avoid telling the truth by not directly answering a question. During the trial, the lead witness was willing to prevaricate in order to protect his friend. Perjure, beguile, fool, and misrepresent are all synonyms of prevaricate. In all, these top 52 words can make a big difference for you on test day.